Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. All right, now as you saw in the intro, today's review is going to focus on A Hero is Born 2-pack, which was, if memory serves me right, a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. And oh my god, I mean, the minute I saw teasers of this, the minute I saw the reveal on PulseCon, a month or so back, I know I had to go ahead and put it on, put this, on pre order. Oh man, this has been a set that a lot of us have been wanting for the longest time. Now, as you can tell, we're going to just jump right into it. As you can tell from the artwork on here, you see that incredible artwork where Orion Pax is, as you can see right there, Orion Pax is laying on Alpha Trion's work table. He is near death, about to go offline because of Megatron. I mean, this whole scene basically was inspired by the original episode War Dawn. So, I mean, wow. And of course, if you go to this side, you do see a close-up of Alpha Trion. Very, very nice. Now, on this side, you do see Orion Pax with a hole in his chest, basically. And then, of course, if we go to the back, and there he is. Well, I should say, there they are. Now, of course, I do believe these are these both digital renders? I do believe so. But, wow. So basically, basically these are recolored as well as remolded variations of two other figures. So you had the Decepticon Sweep Scourge, and of course the old, gruff Autobot Cup. Now, of course, they've been recolored, but also you got different head sculpts and a different look in the way he appears. The same thing with Orion Pax, a totally different look on him. But in addition, you do see, Victor Sigma along with his keys. So very, very nice. So we're going to go ahead and take one more look at the outstanding artwork here. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get him opened up. All right, folks, there they are out of the box, posed up, and I have to say, I am very, very impressed with the way they looked. Now, you can tell they did their best to utilize the sculpts that they had and remold them and recolor them to suit the purpose of these figures. So now, as you can see, here we have Alpha Trion right here, holding the key to Victor Sigma, and there's Victor Sigma right there. And on the other side, here we have Orion Pax. Now, granted, Orion Pax has never seen, Vector Sigma in any way, shape, or form until after he becomes Optimus Prime, and these were episodes much later. But again, this is my take on the scene here. And I have to say, as I stated before, I am very, very impressed. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Vector Sigma, which is this golden globe here. And it's got this very nice stand with a lot of, I'm going to try and zoom in on here, with a lot of gridded detail on here. I mean, good gravy. That is so blimping awesome. On the top is the area where the key goes in. Now, earlier I did try to go ahead and put the key in there, and it was kind of a tight fit after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again and not push it all the way in. So you just slide that in there. And let's try that the other way. There we go, like that. And that's as far as I'm planning on pushing that in, because this was kind of difficult to pull out, prior to me filming now. And I had to go ahead and actually just bite into it lightly to where I could be able to pull it out. So I don't see any teeth marks on this, so that's fine. But that's what you see with Vector Sigma right here. So I'm going to put the old golden ball out of the way. And here we have Alpha Trion. And oh my God, this is so awesome looking. Now, I mean, wow. I mean, take a look. I'm going to zoom into his face sculpt right there. And take a look at that face sculpt. Very, very nice. I cannot stop saying very, very nice, because it is a very nice sculpt. Now, granted, he's got, his whole face is basically white. The only break in the monotony of white is his helmet, the crest here, and his blue Autobot eyes. Though, of course, as the light hits it, you will see all that molded detail right there. And as we zoom out just a bit, there we go, we will see the look of him. And more than likely, I will probably put a side-by-side image of his Toon version along with the figure. And man, I mean, you can tell right off the bat, this is Vector Sigma. Now, granted, you do see the back kibble, which forms his quote-unquote cape or wings. And there you can see that, he's got his, his back. And you also see his weapon, which I placed on there, because, I mean, Alpha Trion, was a historian. He was a scientist. He was not a warrior. Or at least not to any respects. I mean, I'm pretty sure he did fight battles. But the way Alpha Trion was always portrayed, he was always this wise man that, that guided you. And even after his own demise, he was still guiding you. So there he is right there. Now, there's not much difference in the body. There is some sculpting differences here along the upper shoulders. The head sculpt, definitely. The colors and whatnot are totally different, but not too much. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put him out of the way, and we will do Alpha Trion, which is very, like I said, it's a recolored and remolded version of Cup. The head sculpt is totally different. You do see him as he appeared in the G1 episode War Dawn, and very nice though. I really like the sculpt, the way they redid the chest and everything. And the head sculpt. Oh my god, man, that is. I'm gonna try and zoom in so you all can see that. Look at that head sculpt right there. That is so flippin' awesome. So right there. Oh man, that is awesome. And now the one thing that I did not like with this particular figure is the fact he still had, well, actually with both of them, they still had the weapons that the original figures had. Honestly, I think they could have done a little bit different. Like with Alpha Trion, they could have given him a staff, or like with Orion Pax, they could have given him a data pad, to where he can just hold on to it. But yeah. Now, I may have to go ahead and go back and check on a couple of things. But I mean, look at that. That is so awesome. And I will probably go ahead and put a side-by-side image of how he looked in his Tune variation, as well as the way he looked for the Power of the Primes version. Unfortunately, I never did get that one, but if I did, I would have put side by side, so you can see the differences of both. But give me a moment to go ahead and get certain things out of the way, and I'll be right back with transformation and articulation of both. All right, folks, there he is, all by himself, and he is armed, so be careful. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show this off. For anyone that's seen my review of Studio Series 86 Scourge, pretty much the transformation is not all that different. Like I said, this is pretty much a recolored, partially remolded version of the character. So, it's not all that much different. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the weapon that he doesn't even use. And we're going to go ahead and take the head like so. We're going to go ahead and detach the shoulders here and here. And we're going to do that by just having them do so right there. Now, once that is done, we're going to detach the wings. They are attached right here by a tab, as you see, and there's a port right there. So now, once those are off, go ahead and take this over like so. We're going to lift this out, and we're going to pull the head. Now, as you can tell, this is on a type of hinge, but there's also this little portion right here. Now, I'm using these tweezers to go ahead and lift that up, and there we go. All right, so once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and just plop everything like so. And at that point, this is how the top portion is supposed to be. So just like Scourge, how he has this type of design right here in the middle, which is because he's got that on his head. this is sort of partially on there. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead, pull these pink flaps from underneath. Now, earlier when I was just transforming it just to test it out, one of these flaps did pop off. Luckily, you're able to pop them back on. So at this point, we're going to take this piece and just flap it over like so, and then there is a tab that you're going to be able to slap that on. There we go. I'm going to do the same on the other side because I do not feel like having to fight with the damn thing. So there is that little T that goes between these two tabs. Just going to go ahead and just slide those in there. And if I can get it on there, come on, baby. There we go. All right. So that takes care of that so far. All right. Now, one thing I want to show you. There's a tab here. There's a tab on the other leg. There is a port right here. You're going to go ahead and just tab those in. And like so. All right. So far, this is how we have it. Now, upon that, we're just going to go ahead and just flap all this in. And we're going to try, and there we go, like so. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. And just flap, oops, all this together. Fuck. Sorry, folks. There we go. We're going to try and get all this back in there. Oh, come on, baby. And, oh, damn it. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we're going to try that again. Try and get this tab in there. There we go. Now we're going to try and hold this. Now this is on a type of hammer or type of hinge. So there we go. So far, so good. And there's a couple of tabs that need to go in. Now, we're going to put these heel spurs back in there. And the toes are going to go and just flop in there. And then that is it. There is Alpha Trion in vehicle mode. Now, just like us, you know, like Scourge, doesn't have any wheels, so you'll probably have to put him on a type of flight stand, which isn't too bad. But nonetheless, I mean, Alpha Trion never really did have a vehicle mode, so it's kind of an exciting thing when they do give him one. But it really depends. So there he is in vehicle mode. And we're going to go ahead and bring out Alpha Trion so we can go ahead and do his vehicle mode as well. Stand by. I'll be right back. All right, folks, there he is, ready for battle against Megatron for the very first time. And I have to say, I do like this mold. It is a very, very good mold. Not close to the way he looked in the War Dawn episode, or even the Power of the Primes version that came out. Unfortunately, I don't have that one, so I can't do a side-by-side, but I will post a picture of that so you can all see it. But nonetheless, he's not too bad. Basically, the body is still the same. He does have some detachable limbs, so I think that we can probably do that. Like, if you wanted to replay that one episode, and you can put like smoldering bits from his arm and everything. Transformation is pretty much the same here. So we're going to go ahead and take off his inner John Goody / communicator now. I think they're going to try and do this like a communicator. So he's like putting in the the way he looked back then. Not too bad. I'm liking it. Very, very nice. I did notice there's some looseness in this front toe. There is no heel spur in the back, but all in all, not too bad. So we're going to take away this deal here and this deal over here. Tight. So now again, the articulation and whatnot is the same. So for anyone that wants to go ahead and check out my previous review of Cup, you're more than welcome to. All you gotta do is just click on, Studio Series on my playlist for Studio Series 86, and you'll see Cup listed on there, and you can review the articulation. One thing I did notice, there are some painted areas. His hands are painted, however, unfortunately, they did not give him wrist rotation. So, yeah, it is what it is. So one of the things you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to take these sides here and lift those up. Put those arms down. Do the same. Well, come on, stay on there. Oh, seriously? That's the one thing that I do not like about this particular figure, is that these damn arms do not stay on. So you're going to detach the back part here, which is held by these two pegs over here, and to flip that open, and there we go. Now, once you get this open, it will reveal the side wheels, which you're going to pull out and push that in, and you're going to go ahead and just do that. Now at this point, you're going to go ahead and just lift all this up, and there are a couple of pegs here. They're going to go into these slots right here, and that's going to cover up the head. Now there is a portion here on the shoulder right here that's going to be swiveling. Oh, come on, baby, work with me here. Then of course I'm wearing a different set of glasses, so it's giving me crap and a half. Oh, okay, never mind, I was flipping it the opposite way. So, come on. So now we're just going to go ahead, put that in there, and we're going to just slot that in, like so. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And we're just going to do that. And again, just on this side. So both arms are on there. And there's no tab on either side of these. So you're just going to have them hanging like so. However, that being said, okay, now one of the things you're going to want to do is open up these shins and you're going to twist the leg like so, and you're going to just peg the leg like that. So basically there is a reason why it's like that, and it's mostly to give clearance for the arms. Now at this point, you're going to go ahead and take this portion, lift that up. You're going to take this panel here and lift that down like so. Well, actually, you're going to just keep it like that. So now all you're going to do is just try and get all this. Oh, silly me. So this waist piece is going to just lift up under here. And now we should go ahead and have more than enough clearance to get these two tabs. And there is a peg right there. It's going to fit right in the fist hole. Sorry. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in there and just peg the back of the trunk. And we're going to go ahead and just snap everything into place. And there we go. So now and all right. Now all we gotta do is put these foot pegs in there. And there we go. Now, one of the things about, there we go. I had to snap that back in there. And of course, the damn arms just will not stay pegged in there. So what I may have to do is let's try and make sure everything is flushed. There we go, like so. All right, now, yeah, for some reason, it's still not giving clearance. And that is just really pissing me off. Yeah, so there's hardly any clearance underneath this damn thing. So there he is in vehicle mode. And yeah, sort of like a red and blue version of Cup with a different windscreen and whatnot. So the vehicle mode is not all that different. So there he is in vehicle mode. So give me a moment to go ahead and get these guys back into robot mode. At which point I'm going to give you my final thoughts as well as my score. All right, folks, there they are, back in robot mode, and Alpha Trion has now placed the key in Vector Sigma. And I have to say, I like the redeco on this. The face sculpts are phenomenal. The one drawback is that, and I think I had this problem especially when it comes down to the Scourge, originally. It was basically getting all those panels to just actually snap in there. I'm not sure how much of an issue I had on there. I have to look back on it. But this time around, I was just having some issues on there. So it might be mold degradation. I'm not really sure. The same with when it comes down to Cup, who is now Orion Pax. One of the big issues were the arms here. Now, right now, they're staying in there mostly because I went ahead and put in some clear nail polish to just give that arm just a little bit more, oomph. So it's on there now. So that's a good thing on there. And like I said, I like the resculpted chest. I like the head sculpt. Extremely well done. I kind of just wish that they had just given Orion an original mode for him. Now we did see much more somewhat G1 representation, especially in robot mode with the power of the primes. That looked pretty awesome. Unfortunately, I never got one, so I'll have to try and see if I can find one. But right now, I mean, I got this. I'm happy. I mean, this isn't too bad. So, but again, you're having issues with the arms, you know, basically coming off, especially when trying to either transform into vehicle mode or transform them back into robot. So again, that's one of the reasons why I wound up getting some clear nail polish and just letting that dry for a bit before I put the arms back on for this last portion of the review. But again, these are good representations. I like them. You know, and that's my take. So if I were to go ahead and give a score on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to go ahead and give this set an 8. Originally, I was thinking about giving him a 7, but you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give it an 8. Again, it's the issues that I mentioned before. That was the cause of such a regular score. But that's my take. Have you been able to get this through Hasbro Pulse or through any other toy seller? And if so, do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Now, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching my channel, for putting in the likes and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.